Hi everyone, my name is Charles and I skipped North Korea twice, and today I'm going to be reacting to a video that Conan O'Brien and Steven Yeun had filmed in North Korean DMZ. And if you don't know what DMZ is, Conan is going to tell you right now.
Current tensions between South Korea and North Korea are higher than they've been in years. These hostilities continue for a simple reason. The Korean War never ended. When combat stopped in 1953, no peace treaty was ever signed, just a ceasefire which continues to this day.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so North Korea and South Korea, the war has not officially ended. That's why North Korean people can't really escape from North Korea directly to South Korea, right? Because there's miles and miles of landmines. It's called DMZ. Yeah, so it still exists and tensions are still high. And with the recent events of North Korea or Kim Jong-un actually blowing up everything, like every buildings and statues that represents the symbol of reunification, yeah, it's rough.
Leaving the two countries separated by the DMZ, filled with high voltage fence and over 1 million landmines. There is just one point where these enemies can stand face to face. The JSA. Here, the border between North and South Korea bisects blue conference rooms where the two sides have occasionally met.
You know, I actually remember a movie that was made in South Korea. It's called JSA. And it's a movie about how South Korean soldier becoming friends with a North Korean soldier. And a spoiler alert, it's kind of a sad movie, but I would recommend you guys watching it. It's pretty fun.
The JSA has more often been the site of hundreds of acts of violence and provocations. Given this situation, I could think of no two better people to visit the JSA than Conan O'Brien and Steven Yeun.
Well, we are in the DMZ. Those are North Koreans staring back at us. He's probably freaking out because he recognizes both of us. He's a huge Walking Dead and
a huge Walking Dead fan.
That guy is shoveling lies.
Shoveling lies. I remember one thing. So these people who are actually on those, who are placed in like the JSA, right, at like the North Korean soldiers on the other side, they are actually handpicked by North Korean regime, right? They're handpicked. That's where the okwa and yukwa comes from, right? So yukwa is generally like the pleasure squad, whereas okwa, it's much more of like you are placed in these specific areas of the military so that you can represent North Korea, right? You can represent, and especially you have to be in a certain height to be actually placed in that, right? To be placed in JSA. Otherwise, if you're too short, then I was like, what the heck is this? You know, like you don't represent North Korea. Like, and you have to look a certain way, right? You have to look in a certain way so that like whenever, like you kind of have to look intimidating. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what they get picked by North Korean regime when you graduate high schools.
Can I say you're the best dressed soldier I've ever seen in my life? Yeah. You're like a Janet Jackson backup dancer. It's incredible.
Yeah, South Korean people has like this cool uniforms, but North Korean like soldiers don't really have. It's like a communism, like a representation of like a communism, I guess.
Sir, you do realize that you're wearing sunglasses indoors in a snowstorm.
What the other people are doing as well.
Hey, it's not just me. Everyone is doing it, so I think it's cool.
If I jumped off a bridge, you would as well. Sorry.
You're in North Korea.
I'm in North Korea first.
I'm still in South Korea.
Oh, congratulations. North Korea. And is this gentleman with us?
Yes.
Do not touch him or cross behind him, because if you touch him, I can't help you after that.
It's like, if you do something stupid, I can't help you because you're in North Korea. Don't do anything stupid.
So we've just been told not to touch this man or go behind him, which is usually my rule with any man. Right. So North Korean officials are watching us right now.
Yes.
I guess you're not famous in North Korea.
What are you talking about, man? He's famous. I'm huge in North Korea.
Okay, Kim Jong-un watching a fan. It's fun. Oh, he's laughing too.
We've been obviously kidding around a little bit,
Yeah.
but the idea that you and I could be in North Korea talking freely seems like kind of a cool message.
I never would have ever thought I could do this. This is the dream.
Yeah.
The dream is to unify.
Yeah.
And the dream is to bring families and people together.
Yeah, I really appreciate this because Steven Yeun and Conan O'Brien, because like North Korea, like in South Korea, like I saw this interview by Asian Boss, like this guy goes out to South Korea on the street and ask people like, hey, you know, do you want reunification? And if you do, like, why do you want reunifications, right? And I've seen that like a lot of South Korean people were saying, oh, we want the reunifications because we can go to Europe without going on the plane, or like, you know, getting in the sea means like, oh, by land we can travel to like, you know, Europe. And is that the only reason why you want like the reunifications, right? And it seems like the generations who actually had real ties back in North Korea, like they're slowly like drying off, and as the new generation comes, like it doesn't seem like they really care about it that much. But yeah, by Stephen Yeun, you know, and Conan O'Brien, they have like much more, and especially Conan is an American, right? And it's going into South Korea and kind of raising this kind of like issue, raising awareness about this issue and shedding the light onto this. Like, I really appreciate this.
This separation is completely man-made and ridiculous. So let's hope that changes.
자, 이제는 북한의 날씨입니다.
Hey, this is Conan O'Brien. I'm reporting from North Korea with the weather. It is cloudy, overcast, light snow showers, about 28 degrees. Here now with the weather from South Korea, Stephen Yeun. Stephen.
Hey, thank you, Conan. I'm here in South Korea with the weather report. It's the same.
This whole segment has been sponsored by indoor sunglasses.
Those aviators look really cool though. That looks really cool. Like that was like one of the, when I was in North Korea, like that was like one of like their signature kind of like whenever we draw, right? We would draw Hunbyung on the top, and we'll draw them with like sunglasses and kind of try to make fun of them, right? But yeah, I really appreciate Conan O'Brien and Stephen Yeun, you know, shedding light to, it's what now, like 80 years of the separations, and yeah, so it was great.